G'day and welcome back to Kinloch's Corner. It's been a while since we posted anything. We've been on the road for a bit over 4 months and been home for about a month. Just taking care of a few things around the house, a few little jobs we've had to get done, and looking to probably move full-time camping.
Because it was just a blast. We had an adventure the whole 4 months, and you know, through the winter some things broke on the house. But I have to say, I'm very proud of us. We fixed them all on our own. These are things that historically we might not have known how to do, and so I just feel really glad that we were able to be self-sufficient and get these things handled. So we're going to share it with you and hope you get something out of it. So
thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy the video. We tried to use the outside tap here, and that sprung a leak. If you have a look at this fitting at the end of the pipe, and just sheared off completely. So we had to replace this whole unit. So we've had it in the ground for a couple of days. Let's test her out, see how she goes. We have Welcome the newest addition to our family. 2017 Dodge Durango, 5.7 litre Hemi V8 with all-wheel drive and of course a tow package, which is really going to come in handy when I get a new camper so we can tow that sucker around. So say hello to Hemi.
hello, Hemi. And even though it's not going to happen for a while, the house being sold will kind of be the last thing we do. We're starting to get things out of the house that we know we want to sell or donate, just to kind of get it ready. So this whole thing is supposed to be stress-free, nice and easy, a little bit at a time. So, see anything you want to buy? So one of the things we need to do, and actually this is the second time we're doing it, is when we got home we had no power to the upstairs at all. When we came to the breaker box, we noticed that breaker, it was really mushy. It clicked over to the off position super easy. You can kind of see right here, look how easy that is to trip. I'm barely even clicking it. It's just like popping right over. So that's how we can tell. So I have the new breaker, and I have a voltage detector, which for me is gives me all the peace of mind I need. Screwdriver, and that's kind of all you need. So I'm going to replace my own breaker. I feel comfortable. I've already done it before. And if this is something you don't feel comfortable doing, please don't do it. There's a lot of voltage running through this panel. Very deadly. Very important to at least have a comfortable idea and know what you're doing. So anyway, but here I go. So that's the main. There's no power going to my house at all. So there should be no power coming to any of these. So you can see with the meter, this is the power coming into the house from outside. So it's showing hot. Even though this main is turned off, there is a lot of electricity in here. But right here I can touch all of these and there's nothing. So I can feel confident that the one I want to replace is not going to have any power running to it. So this is the one I want to replace. So first thing I'm going to do is just unscrew this wire that's coming in. Pull that to the side, and then I'm going to pop this breaker out, and you pop it from the center out. These are actually not held in by anything else than a little clip. And when you go to replace them, either take a picture of what's on the front or just take this with you if you can have the power off to your house. So that's what we did. Now on some breakers there's 2 plates here, and the wire should go in between, and there are 2 plates on this one as well, but it's not the plates that will compress the wire, it's this screw that will hold it into place. So this is going to go this way, and I'm just going to do the same thing. It just hooks on these little ends right here, and I'm going to snap it into place. Then I'm going to put this wire in and screw it tight. I just want to make sure it can't pull out. Okay, break it on. Okay, so I'm going to turn power back on. That new breaker is in. Okay, power back onto the house. And that's how you replace a breaker. Job's done. This fence has held up really well, but some parts of it are leaning a little bit. So we've had this fence, just made this pellet fence a few years ago. Shane just dug it into the ground, and as you can see, there's a couple parts that are just leaning a bit. So Shane's gonna push them up, and we're gonna put some T-posts in. Look at big guy. Yeah, big guy. That ought to hold it.
Come on, little guy. G'day there. Next job on the agenda is to change blades on the lawnmower. So I'll give you a bit of a rundown of what we're doing here. So I've jacked up the front of the lawnmower here and put some blocks under the front wheels. Chocked the back wheel so it's not going anywhere. Put a strap on the guard here just to hold that up while I work on that side. And then taking the keys out just to make sure. Also, a little tip here, I put a clamp on here in a block of wood. That's so when I go to take that blade off, it'll hold up against the clamp itself and I'll be able to undo that nut without the blade spinning around. That could be a handy little hint for anyone that wants to do this at home. So we'll get those blades off and hook into it. Well, they were due to be fixed. Some new ones in here. Check that out. They definitely need replacing. We'll get some more of those. So our new blades finally turned up, and this is the difference in the two blades. So you can see how much wear and tear there is on this one. So we're going to go ahead and fit the new ones, and hopefully we can get out and cut the lawns. There's a little 5-star hole here, and on the spindle there, it's a little shaft that you actually fit those 5 holes in. Slot it in and away we go. So some people like to actually take the bed off, and it's a matter of dropping 4 cotter pins. There's 2 either side there that hold the bed up, and then dragging it out. But of course then you've got to take all your belts and that off. So to me that's just a hassle if you don't have to. So I figured just jack it up so you got clearance to get under there and just swap the blades out. Put the jack back down and you're good to go. So let's have a crack at these lawns. Jazz loves the lizard.
Right now, we decided that these garden beds that there were 2 levels. It had this layer that you see here and then another one on top. There was never any soil in it. It always kept seeping out. So we figure we'll leave these for the new people who ever move into our house next. And then we're gonna take that top layer with us and have ready-made garden beds. So look, there's a decent amount of soil. Look, my chamomile came back. Chamomile. And we're using all the extra soil to refill my potato bed. I'm still gonna plant a garden. I'll just leave it for the next people. I love to garden.